Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with our sweet Gunner and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Gunner's ability to understand and respond to his formal obedience commands. Very little corrections and lots of motivation that we give this sweet boy when we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash. He keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves his left hand then free to give any correction that's needed. And Gunner doesn't need very much correction. He's very soft, he's very sweet, and he certainly does give the bully breed a good name. Now he is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Gunner, heel. At this point, Gunner has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when you're walking. Not dragging you down the street, but walking nicely next to your left, not forging ahead, not lagging behind, keeping his head up off the ground as much as possible. And when you stop, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And we have a blanket out here for this big hunk because he's not fond of the cold, but he's fond of his blankie.
Stay.
This is your sit, stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, you do not use his name. It's a one-word command. Your homework will be to lengthen out the amount of time he can hold it and the distance that you can go. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him and ends up back at heel where they started. And Rich is using a clicker and treats and a training collar. So we've pulled out all of our training equipment for Gunner, and he responds very well to commands. His biggest problem is that he's very soft and very eager to please. So the last thing he wants to do is make you mad. Nice sit.
Stay.
Another sit, stay. And this time, instead of returning back to him like he did the first time, Rich will call him. This is your recall. It's gonna come, and he comes in and sits. So he's looking at me because I'm giving the commands. Nice heeling. Nice automatic sit. Another stay. And Rich will demonstrate the recall exercise again for you. For this exercise, we do use his name and the COME. Now the next commands that Rich is going to be demonstrating for you are your down commands. So have your dog seated first, straight down toward the ground, the one-word command to down and stay. And you can practice these stationary commands indoors as well as outdoors, because he's not a fan of the cold and because we're going to get a foot of snow dumped on our head. Rich calls him out of that. And it's hard to be firm with him because he just wants to please you so much. He's a really nice dog. He got a nice bath, and he was a gentleman in the tub. He's a good one. He's a keeper. So we've demonstrated for you his heel, his sit stay, his sit stay and come, his down stay, and his down stay and come. These are the commands that you should practice with Gunner every day when you first get him home, and then you can slack off, but use them in your daily conversations with him We've so enjoyed having him. He's a sweetheart. And we will see you very soon. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training.